this interview, Swami told me that you have to go for your second operation. Then I told Swami, I said, no need already, Swami, because you have given me those vihuti. I've been using them until now. I haven't been taking any painkillers. I'm okay, Swami. But Swami says, no, you have to go for it. Then suddenly I said, Swami, if I go, will you come? He says, yes, I will be there. But after that, when we went out, those people who asked me during our satsang at night, I said, Swami must be getting old already, because he has cured me from my pain and all that. I'm not taking any painkiller. But Swami says I must go for a second operation. So after that, when I went back, and true enough, within that 1 month, I just collapsed in my working place. And then I was sent to hospital, and doctor says, I have got a ruptured womb now. You know, my womb was ruptured. But actually, I was already unconscious because of the blood all flowing out. You know, I was just unconscious. And then, but when I was in that unconscious state, I can hear the nurses and doctor talking, but I cannot answer them. They can't find the veins to put the anesthetic. I know, but I don't know whether I said it out or not. But I know in my heart that I call out to Swami. I say, Swami, you promised to come. You have to. You know? And that moment, I really saw Swami coming, but this time he was not in orange robe. He was in white, and then he has got wings. You know, like those angels on Christmas where they have, you know. And then Swami was holding a hula hoop. The hula hoop was white in color, with all those with all those white flowers, small petals, all on the hula hoop. And the next moment, because I was on the operation table, and then I saw Swami coming this way. He was flying this way, and when he reached my foot, he just put the hula hoop on my legs, and when it went until almost my knees, that was the time when I just knocked off. And the operation was more than 4 hours, and after that, everything was fine. Couldn't believe that I really have to go for the second operation. And Swami is not old, because Swami knows everything, except we human beings presume that he doesn't know, but actually he knows everything. He knows our future. He knows what is going to happen to us. That time I was still in my economy rice. I was doing economy rice, you know, and I have four stalls. But there was one store where my business is so good that people have to queue up with empty plates and just wait for my workers to put the rice on there, and then they move on with my dishes and all that. The hawker center, the people there, because there are so more than 100 stalls, and mine is always very long queue. And a few of them was very jealous of my business, you know, that every day I used to lose hundreds of spoons and forks and all that. Even the man who supplied me the fork and spoon says, Rose, are you selling forks and spoon, or are you selling economy rice? I said, I don't know. Every day get lost. I cannot find them. I don't know why. People just throw my forks and spoon, you know. No doubt business is good there, but in my heart, I don't feel happy every day. You know? So one day, it took me 2 weeks. Every day, I prayed to Swami before I go out at 10 something, because I start my work at 4. So every day before going out, I will kneel down, and then I will really almost practically cry and tell Swami, I just feel very sad, because people, you know, always do this to me. They are jealous of my business, and then they every day throw my fork and spoon and all that, make my life so miserable. So the funny thing is, I haven't been to a prison before, but I just say, Swami, every day when I want to go to that place, I just feel that I'm going to a prison. So please, Swami, you help me find a better place. But it was so bad of me that I gave conditions. I say it must be near my house. It must be near the factory, because my business are from factory people, you know. It must be near my house. It must be near my factory. But less business, never mind. This was my daily prayer. And then for about 2 weeks, suddenly there was one shop owner who came. He says, do you want to go to my shop to sell? So I said, where's your shop? And then he says, Wah Hong. Huh? So the way I said, huh? Wah Hong? You got no business one. How you want me to go? He says, I don't know. This morning, one Indian man came to my shop. The union man wear orange like that, and then the hair like that one. And then he came to my shop. He asked me, "Do you want good business? If you want, you go to this hawker center, and there's one store there by Rose Economy. You can ask her, and when she comes, you will have good business." So after that, he says he asked Swami. Actually, he doesn't know it's Swami, but I told him after that. Then he said he asked this man, "Are you a fortune teller? How much you charge?" Because this man is a very kadukut man. I can still say, if I see him now, I know he's still very kadukut. But Swami says to him, "I'm not a fortune teller. We just go if you want." Then Swami walked out from the shop. Then suddenly he realized, why funny this man like that, you know. So he ran out from the shop. He says he couldn't see that man anymore. So 11 something when he came to my store, then he told me that this man came and all that. I said, "Wait, 2 something I finished my business here. You come to my house where and I show you the photograph. If you feel that it's that man, then I will go." Then, true enough, 2 something he came out. He came to my house. Straight away he saw the photograph, saw me. He said, "This is your friend ah?" He asked, "This is your friend ah?" I said, "No, this is my God." "Your God? He came to my shop, you know, this morning. Here, he's the one ah." "Huh?" Say, "Really ah? Okay, I go." Then I said, "You must give me 1 month because I got to tell my customers and all that." He said, "Okay." And the best part was because I say my store 53 dishes every day I do, so it's a very long store. I said, "But my store so big, your place so small, then how?" Then he says, never mind. You go, you choose the place that you want, then I tell the other stores to move for you." I said, "They can get angry." He said, "Never mind, I will tell them, because if this morning you say your God say I have good business, I will give the place to you." Yeah, everything back to normal. My customers start coming and all that from that place. Swami really answered my prayers. So I was very, very glad, because during my interview after that, I went again to Puttapati. During one of the interview, you know what Swami says to me? He just look at me like that and say, "Isn't that a better place than a prison?" I tell you, I just
amazing.
know, amazing. It's just amazing. And then all my friends say, "Hey, why? Misu, lu take aku." I said, "What will take aku? It's between me and Swami." No, because these words is only between me and Swami. Because Swami has got special points to let you know he's omnipresent. You know, only each individual has got different ways that Swami will tell us how. He knows what we are doing, It's just that you have to believe, to have enough faith in him. You know that he will really come to you. Don't doubt him, because once you doubt him, then negative force will come in and you might not be at the right tune with him. Always know that he is there for you. He will answer all your prayers. But of course, your prayers must be sincere and must be from the heart. Because also, Swami taught me once that when you pray, always pray from your heart to me, not from your mouth, not from your lips here. So I told Swami how to pray from your heart. He taught me this: calm down, empty whatever you are thinking. You will feel that your heart is really empty. And then from there, you put your prayers inside your heart and you pray out to him.
So from so many kinds of seva activities that Swami arranged for you, could you share with us any?
Yeah, there was one very good one where I have single mothers. I joined the single mother club. I have 600 single mothers under me last time. 600 of them.
600?
Majority are Malays, yes. Majority are Malays and then Indians, but the Chinese is very few. So what happened was that I was praying to Swami one day. I said, "Swami, I really don't know how to help these single mothers because they're really very, very poor. Very, very poor. So I specialize in baking, cooking and all that, you know. So I said, "Swami, I really want to help them, but I don't know how to do it. You just show me a way, you know." And true enough, out of nowhere, what do you call that? CIMB Bank, Community Service Manager from KL. I don't know him. And I don't know how he got my phone number. He rang me up and asked me, "Are you Auntie Rose?" I say yes because a lot of people call me Auntie Rose. So that's why now my Facebook is Auntie Rose. So a lot of people call me Auntie Rose. She said, are you Auntie Rose? I say yes. She says, can I meet you up? I'm from CIMB, community service, this and all that. I want to do a project with you and all that. I says, okay. So I said, just okay, you know. So I went and I met him in Vistana Hotel. And the first thing he says was that, I heard that you've got single mothers under you. I said, yeah. So how do you think we can help you out? I said, I don't know how you can help because you're a bank. He says, okay, now can you come out with a program, a project that we can sponsor them? So straight away, Swami comes into my mind. I say, Swami, I think you're answering my prayer. This is the only way where I can help these people. So after that, I came up with the project and I say, I want to help these single mothers. By them working at home, I will teach them how to make their cakes, their koi, their donuts and all that. And then I will go to the factories. I will tell the factory people to buy from them. At least they don't have to go out to the road and all that to sell. And straight away they approve and they say, we are going to give you 26,000. I say, oh, there's a lot of money. How you want me to do it? He says, you go according to your proposal. So that is the seva that Swami slowly made me get involved in all these seva activities. But there was one very good seva that happened that Swami arranged for me. I phoned up Babu. I phoned up Babu who owns the Kota Satyam tour. You know, I phoned him up, I says, I emailed to him. I says, I am going to Patapati when and when. I want you to find me a very good village, very far away. I don't want those nearby where a lot of people will go and do seva for them. Somewhere where nobody had been before. And then, that was only in the afternoon when I emailed him. On that particular day, during Darshan, it was on a Thursday, Swami called all the principals of the nearby schools and all that, you know, to come for Darshan. And then there was one principal whom Swami asked him, what do you want? And then he said, Swami, why so many people go to other schools and nobody come to our school? And Swami just straight away says, somebody will be coming, a lady will be coming. What you do is that after Darshan, you go out, Ganesha Gate, you go opposite the Kota Satyam, you ask them, and they will tell you when these people will be coming. So straight away, you know, so Swami just arranged, and then this email back to me, Swami find this place for you, this and all that. I said, okay, on. And then this Babu was very shocked that, you know, our words in the email and all that, even Swami knows. So Swami is also very high tech, you know, with your email transaction and all that. So this principal was very happy and they really arranged that was the best, the biggest seva that we have done. Because we know that Swami chooses that village, which was very poor, but we managed to do all the things that one, because they wanted to have the water tank and filter for the children. We bought them bottles and all that, and I told the children that you have to take water, a lot of water. We make it in the school for them. You know? So everybody was very happy, and that was the best seva that I feel that I have done.
Just now you mentioned about the Patuka oil.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can share us
how the
more,
Patuka came to me. Okay. Now it was in 2013 when the Patuka came to me. Actually, before that, there was one Sai devotee from Jakarta. She's Sister Dahlia. She has got cancer. So this friend of mine, Bang Sutomo, a very long time friend, whom I should say is my god brother. So he phoned me and says, Rose, this couple is coming to Malaysia. The wife is going for her cancer treatment. So in case if she needs any blood, you please find your friends, because she knows I've got a lot of friends who are hikers. Please find your friends for them so that they can replenish her blood bank and all that. So I said, okay, no problem. So when they arrived, they phoned me and I asked them, where are you? They say in Adventist Hospital. I says, okay, now you wait for me, I will come and fetch you. So I haven't seen them, but I practically picked them up from near the Adventist Hospital, from the road, you know. They were waiting for me at the road, and then just something tell me this is the couple. And then she says, She went to Adventist, and Adventist says, without checking anything, just showed her my Jakarta report, and then the doctor says, do the operation tomorrow. I said, let's go for second opinion. Then I took them to Tanjung Hospital, and Swami showed the presence to them that you have come to the right place. Because the husband was holding on to Swami's photograph, and suddenly Vibhuti manifested in his bag. Then the husband said, wow, this is the correct doctor that you're supposed to see and all that. So I phoned up another Dr. Santok Singh, who is affiliated with this hospital. Then he says, why don't you go to Dr. Suresh in GMC? He's an oncologist and he's very good in this lady's problem and all that. So I took them there. But before that, I asked them, I said, where are you staying? And then they say they stay in an apartment sharing with all those sick people and all that. I said, if you are going to go for your operation, you will have to stay quite a long time here for your chemo and all that. I said, if you don't mind, I take you to my house, and if you feel that my house is comfortable enough, then you can come and stay with me. But I believe that Swami, will guide me. So I took them to my house, and the next instant they said, we want to stay here because Swami is with you here. They were talking to one Sai brother who is their Sai center person, the owner of the house, the center, who is Pak Anton. I don't know them. Initially, I really don't know them. And then she was talking, and then I think Pak Anton must be very moved with the way that I treat an outsider. One day, this Majuki was asking me, Sister Rose, Pak Anton has got a Pancha Paduka that he just took back from Madurai, the Paduka Central Trust. He says, we asked him to bring here one or not? Huh? I said, what is Paduka? Bring for what? He says, no lah, ask him to bring for blessing everybody, It is supposed to be for world peace and all that. So I said, okay, he got Skype or not? Then we asked him, then Majuki phoned up Pak Anton, and then he said they have Skype. I said, can you show me your Paduka on Skype? I want to see what the thing, because you want to bring, I want to see first, ma. So when he opened up, the son, Tin did open up the Skype together with us. When he showed us this way on the Pancha Paduka, Swami started dancing there. Swami appeared on the Paduka in Skype, witnessed by 8 of us. Cindy and the family, me, and then Majuki, and then the wife, and all 8 of us was there looking at the Skype. We were just dumbfounded. Swami, we can just keep on. Then Pak Anton was saying he couldn't see because he said, apa. We said, don't move, jangan goyang. Because Swami was dancing up and down in his maroon, not in orange, but in his maroon clothes, the rope. From the tip of the Paduka, then come to this Paduka, jumping there on Skype. We really videoed that thing up on Skype. Swami jumping on the Paduka. Then without words, I said, Pak Anton, can you please bring? Because there's only 2 in this world, the Pancha Paduka. One is in the Central Trust with Srinivasan in Madurai, and another one is with Pak Anton. I was very lucky that he managed to come to our center, to my house and all that. And then everybody was so blessed with the Paduka because there are many people who are sick, they came and all that. And then we was just telling Pak Anton, wow, how we wish we can have one so that everybody can share, But after that, when he went back, he says he phoned up Paduka Central Trust in Madurai. Then he says, okay, there's one last pair really physically worn by Baba. We will give it to her. And then, when the Paduka came, we took the photos, everything, on the altar, everything. But one miracle that Swami showed us on the Paduka was, when they came, we looked back at the old photograph, same height. But within 2 weeks, the right side became higher. The left side is shorter. I said, Pak Anton, what is happening? He said, never mind. So he asked me, let him check. So it seems he checked with Super Specialist Hospital, who does the operation for Swami when he had a fall. And he says, yes, the right side is shorter than the left side. So Swami wants to wear this, I believe, and I know that Swami wants to wear this Paduka every day. So that's why he make it to suit his feet, because it's a little bit shorter after the fall. And then after that, when the oil starts coming up from the knot, because Paduka there's a knot there. And that time, there are so many people who come to our center. who comes our place for blessing, and they could really see the thing, the oil coming out, and some of them just hold it and their whole hands. I have the photo of them. They just hold it in their hands, the oil just start coming. So we hope that Swami will just continue to give us so that we can help as many people as we can. It has got a very fragrant smell that sometimes it's jasmine, sometimes it's sandalwood.
And sister, you have been bringing this paduka around the country?
Yeah, to many countries, to China, to Hong Kong, to many places, to Singapore. We call, then we will go. And then also now we have this Laksa Achana chanting, because I think many people have feel that they have benefited from these mantras, because we have got 8 groups now of chanters, 8 groups in different countries. So we will do our night chanting at 9 p.m. every night. And then those from London, they will do it at their timing. Jakarta will be 1 hour after us, according to their own timing. But for Malaysia, we do it at 9 p.m. We started chanting all this to help people, and we hope that all these, those who are in our chant, at the moment we have more than 300 sick people. That's why within 2 years, me and my group managed to do 1,000,008 times, cumulatively everybody, Laksa Achana, and you must invoke him. Many people say, Sister Rose, why your Laksa Achana chanting have to be so fast? I says, no, Swami already said we have to invoke him. When you call your father, if he says, Father, Father, your father will say, okay, wait. You know, it's just maybe nothing important. But Swami says, when you invoke me and you call me, Swami, 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 I will come immediately. So it's the same as this Laksa Achana chanting. I've been telling my people, chant fast, because you are invoking God. You are not just calling. You are invoking God to come because you need help immediately. So that's where my Laksa Achana prayers started. Until now, we are still doing it every night, nightly. I've got hundreds of books on the Baba's miracles, Baba's teachings, and by Christine Hoffman and all that. But this is the best book that I have, and I feel that I want to share with you all, and I feel that everybody should read this. You'll be surprised, because it's written in the book, you have to finish this book within 1 week. If you cannot just skip from page 1 and then skip to page 8, and no. Every page you must read, and you have to finish 1 week. If you don't finish 1 week, the next week you have to start again from page 1 again. Because this book has got lots of answers that I feel that everybody would like to ask. You know, how you can get cured, or what are the things that what Swami done, or what Swami helped people, how, in which way, and what way. Actually, this book came to me in a very, very special way. It was in 2009 during Chinese New Year. I was there, and then that very year, I remember that we have a special sash for Chinese New Year. It's something like the Miss Universe, because usually we just have scarf. But this time was with a sash, a very beautiful red sash. So, on my last day before I left Puttapati to go back, I just told two of my friends, hey, let's go out and have some food outside, because we'll be eating canteen food, and I want to buy some souvenirs to take back. Because usually when I go to Puttapati, I don't go out. I always stay in the ashram, you know, because it's a very, very, it's a heaven, it's a heaven of peace, you know, so I don't go out. But that day, I decided to go out, and I was sitting in the canteen just opposite the Ganesha temple, Ganesha statue. I was sitting in the canteen. The place was totally empty. And then out of nowhere, 3 of us were sitting. One lady from New Delhi came, and they sat together with us. So I was asking my friend in Hokkien, hey, Lui Ping Yu lai here. She said, Bo la, what is Song Kong Lui Ping Yu? Huh? Not your friend, not my friend, then why she want to sit with us? So I said, Sairam, sister, how are you? And she says, wow, I love I love your this sash. Can you give it to me? So I look at my sash. Oh, this is the first time that I'm getting this kind of sash. Usually when we go, we have this shawl only, you know. Huh? I said, this is my only one. I look at her, I said, this is my only one. She says, wow, I really love to have that sash. I said, Oh, I say, I was thinking, still thinking in my mind whether to give her or not, you know. Then suddenly she says, have you read the book on Sai Smaran? Sai Smaran? I said, I don't have that book. Why? It's a very good book. You must go. Go to the bookshop and buy one. Really, you must read that book. It will tell you everything. All the answers are there. So I start talking to her. I say, how you start to know Baba? Actually, she's a teacher from New Delhi. Last time she doesn't know about Baba. But her eyes, she had got this special disease where her eyes, the whole eyeballs slowly start popping up every time. And then when she sleeps, she cannot close her eyes. The eyeballs will be wide open, but she will be sleeping. Because the brothers, the family people tell her, oh, she went to many doctors until she cannot get any cure. And then somebody told the brother that go to see a living God in Puttapati. Can you imagine, we in Malaysia go to Puttapati and those in Delhi, there's a living God there, they don't know there's a living God, can help them, you know. So she says, next holiday, school holiday, she flew down with the brother and upon reaching the Prashanti, she checked in and there was one man who must be Baba's student, she said, came, gave her some vihuti and says, Baba asked you to rub on your eyes. You know, the vihuti to rub on the eyes. So she was just stunned, she rubbed. And that very night, the brother woke her up because she could close her eyes. Just with the vihuti, she could close her eyes. And since then, every school holiday without miss, it's already 2 years last time, you know, she was already 2 years, she says she will go and see God. So the next thing I did, I take out my sash, and I said, I give it to you. But straight away, I went to the bookshop, and this Sai Smaran was the last book there, no more. I wanted to buy a few more, but they said no more. They said, I have to order. I said, okay, thank you. So I bought this book back, and I start reading. And the book inside also says you have to finish within 1 week. And that was the time when Swami gave me that personal interview, and that was the time when he says, you will have lots of work to do. But I thought it was in the canteen, right? I thought it was in the canteen, but no. It's all written in this book. Because when I'm reading this book, I discovered that how I have to start the Laksa Achana worldwide. And another thing is that Swami gave me Vibhuti, Swami gave me Paduka oil. It's also in this book why Swami gave and how to make use of them. How to mix the Vibhuti with oil and where to put when you have sinus, you have this, you have that, how to do it. So it's all inside this book. So I hope that all of you will have a chance. Read this book, you will find a lot of difference in you. And I can say that Swami has changed my life. From a happy-go-lucky lady to someone who wants to seek, I really want to seek my spiritual path.
Sister Rose,
Yes.
before we conclude this program, we have one last question for you. What, in your personal view, is Sai Baba to you? Can you share with us and elaborate for the benefit of the listener?
To me, He's a God. He's a God that I never know there is actually a living God on earth. And this I would like to thank Brother Chong Aman who took me into this movement. Swami is also my friend because there are times when we are so down that we have no one to talk to. Because sometimes we really don't have anyone to talk to. So we just call out to him and say, Swami, why and why? What is this happening? Why is our life like that? You know, why I try to help someone and then, you know, people backstab us back and all that. So he's also a God and he's also a friend to me. Somebody, because usually when it's a good friend, you will tell, you have the chance to talk to a friend. You cannot just go out to the street and say, hello, I have a problem, can you come and listen to me? Just sometimes we need someone to listen only. And Swami is always there. Remember that Swami is always there to listen to us. It's how we want to communicate with him, how we feel that his presence with us. He doesn't, some people say, why only with Vibhuti or with whatever manifestation, then only we have the feeling that God is with us. It's not. It's how you communicate, how you have that kind of feeling. Because my father is not around, my mother is not around, I really have no one to talk to, you know. Because some of the things you can't even talk to your children. So you can only communicate to God with so much faith that you know God is there to listen. You know that God is there to help you. He's a companion to you. He's a friend. He's totally a friend. If you don't want to treat Swami as a God, just treat him as a very good friend. Someone who has come for a reason that only God knows, who has come to help you in many ways that you think or you feel that nobody else will help you. You know, to me, I always talk to Swami, and I was just very stunned when I was just glued to the TV, not to the computer screen when Swami passed away, and I told Swami, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't know what's going to happen because you are no more there and all that. But no, you know, after that, Swami is still around, because when we pray, when we ask for help, for blessings, for children, for our children and all that, Swami really answered our prayers. But there are certain ways I feel that I should say he's a God and a companion and a friend. You just call him, he will be there. And like he says, call him from the heart. Then Swami will know that you really want it. And always remember, don't ask many things in one prayer. Pick your priority one at a time. You know, one at a time, because then Swami says, then only I will know which is very, very important to you, and I will answer it. So Swami has been answering my prayers, and I know many times. Sai Ram.
Sai Ram, sister.